Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker with me, Barden. Right, Renee here is going to do some checking. There's a lot of nice stuff here. Let's collect them all. Let's collect all of those. And over here. Oh, hi there, cat. That one's locked, okay. Right. Can we chat with the cat? No, we can't. Okay. Right, well, let's head on down the stairs. Lindsay Hathengale with tousled hair, wearing a dusty traveller's outfit, sits chewing the tip of her quill. Just a moment. How should I put this? Oh, I know. She scribbles something quickly in a notebook, scrawled with verse, raises her eyes and gives you a bright smile. Oh, hi. Yeah, tell me about yourself. Where are you from? I'm from all over. I was actually born in Galth, in such a tiny village that it's not even on the maps. If it weren't for my teacher, I'd still be living there, milking goats, weeding turnips, swilling homebrew, having babies and using books only as kindling. Who is your teacher? He's a true saint. He was once an important person in the capital, at the church of Shellen, but he got in trouble with the authorities and went on a self-imposed exile to the tiniest, most godforsaken, priestless village he could find, the one where I was born. He wanted to open a school, but the villagers wouldn't let him. You can heal us all you like, but no putting any ideas in our children's head. It'll only distract them from their work. But he did teach me on the sly. He taught me how to read, how to write, and he gave me books, poems, legends. He was the one who told me about the Ark Knights of Avestan, and I told him I was going on a journey. He gave me a magic ring so that Shellen would protect me from harm. Avestan is a continent, okay, and Shellen is some kind of god against Shellen, also known as Eternal Rose, the Eternal Maiden, and the Incorruptible is the goddess of art. Cool. Okay. Ark Knights of Avestan? Who are they? Oh, you haven't heard of them? How can you be a heroine without knowing one of the most epic stories in the history of stories? No, I won't spoil anything. You should just read about them yourself. Every single chapter. Their adventures are what gave me the idea of going on a heroic quest and writing about it to begin with. And now, look at me. Here I am, on a heroic quest. How did you become a bard? When I realized that there was nothing for me at home besides more radish patches, I decided to run away. A traveling book peddler, Tessie the Quill, happened across our village. Well, I stuck to her like a burr. I wouldn't let go until she agreed to take me on as an apprentice. Together we traveled everywhere, to Brevoy and Taldor, and even Ustalev. And then I found out about the Academy of Grand Arts in Pitax. And I thought, well, I love reading stories, so I can surely learn to write them too. I enrolled on my first try, and they even gave me a scholarship. Then they expelled me, but that's okay. They'd already taught me all the important stuff, and now, with Shellen's help, I can manage on my own. Do you worship Shellen? Yes, not to offend the other gods, but she's the most important of them all. All the other gods guard the world as it is, but only the Eternal Rose, the goddess of beauty, calls us to the world as it should be. Why are your clothes so messy? Or because she's getting ink all over them, I guess. Lindsay waves her hand carelessly. Forget it. I can't waste money on looks. I'd rather buy books instead. In 100 years, when people are reading my works, they aren't going to ask whether the author had holes in her sleeves. Let me ask you about something else. Okay, you come from Pitax, right? Tell me about it. Oh, I love Pitax, even though they kicked me out. A joyful place. You got kicked out of pretty much everywhere you've lived, by the sounds of it. What is life in Pitax like? Actually, Pitax has always been one huge nest of thieves. Bandits, river pirates, smugglers, fences, card sharps. It's always been home for the likes of them, but that was about Aravetti. That was before Aravetti became king. With him, a whole different life began there. Aravetti always wanted to make history, but not as another bandit with a crown, though that's exactly what he is. Ha ha! He wanted to be glorified through the centuries as a great patron of the arts, so he built the Academy of Grand Arts and spent lots of gold to assemble the best artists, poets, and musicians. Of course, the very best ones refused to go, but he got what he wanted in a way. If Pitax was once just a booze barn for thieves, now it's a cabaret. What do you know of King Aravetti? He won his crown in the game of cards, which says as much about Pitax as it does about him. He's fiendishly clever. Some cheats, I know, told me that from the moment he appeared, he started pulling off such schemes that the old city masters just scratched their heads. With him in charge, gold flooded into Pitax, and also he's incredibly, unimaginably, fantastically decadent and conceited. I see. Getting drunk with whores at the pub. That's not Lord Aravetti's style. Oh no, he aims higher, dressing up like a male Calistria with a golden codpiece and holding a 3-week orgy with dancing on the rooftops, parades, public executions, and a contest for the best ode to the great unrivaled king. That's more like it. He also likes singing. And he orders his guards to make citizens gather for his shows. May Shellen have mercy on his listeners. Tell me about the academy you studied at. You know, jokes aside, I'm thankful to Aravetti for building it, but he has no taste at all, whatsoever. He likes his art loud, bright, grandiose, and most importantly, glorifying his Royal Highness. He kicked out the best charcoal artist because he didn't wish to spend money on grey scribbles. He sacked the masterful flute player from Tianxia for playing too quietly and instead ordered them to open a kettle drum class. He even ordered the academy to expel me, and for what? An innocent limerick. Wait, I'm from Ireland. I know limericks are not innocent. Ooh, okay, Lindsay. Seeing where you're going with this. Would you like to go back to the academy and finish your studies? I'd like to return, but on one condition. If they threw out 3/4 of the professors who teach there now, and returned all the ones they banished. If you ask me, I'm proud to have been expelled. If my art was to Aravetti's liking, then I would have reason to be ashamed. Good reasoning. Okay, let's ask her about something else. Tell me about the book you're writing. What is there to tell? You've seen some of my rough drafts already, haven't you? It's a book about you and your adventures. I'm writing the whole truth, just as it happened. Well, the whole artistic truth. You know, no glory, no story. Why are you writing it? What's the point? When I was at the academy, Ebold and the Insightful began his literature course with the question, what is a person? And he answered, a person is a storytelling animal. Our world does not consist of things, all these woods, seas, and cities. It consists of stories about those things, the stories we tell to ourselves and to each other. Just think about it. Centuries will pass, and there will be no me and no you. All your subjects will be long gone, but you and I will live on in people's memories and influence their deeds, thanks to this very book. No offense, but your command of language is not. Why would you say that? Your book is full of inconsistencies, so what kind of character am I? Yeah, I'm not gonna. Why to say either of those things? That's not nice. So what kind of character am I? Truth be told, I was a little afraid of meeting a real hero. In books, they're all protectors of the weak and poor. But what about in real life? But you eased all my fears with 2 shakes of a tail. You're a true heroine, just like in the legends. My fear is that in 100 years my readers will say that people like you never existed, but I'm writing the truth. How do you feel about me reading your work in progress? Well, these are only drafts, but of course you're welcome to read them. Just keep in mind that even if you don't like what I write about, I won't change a single letter, so don't even ask. That's fair enough. Of course, it's a book about you, but it's my book, understood? The small writer's eyes glow rebelliously. Okay. Let's see. Did we make ourselves chaotic neutral, I think? I have no interest in censorship. Any stories about me are welcome, as long as they're interesting. Let me ask you about something else. Yeah, I'm not going to do either of those two. Tell me about your friendship with Tessie the Quill. What's there to say? The book woke my urge to travel, but it was only thanks to Tessie that I managed to really get out of my village. At first, Tessie tried in vain to get rid of me, but later, when I told her I was staying in Pitax, she even shed a tear. I wonder where she is now. What's the deal with the ring you always wear on your finger? Ah, this. Lindsay holds her arm for you to get a clear view of the ring. It was a gift to me from my first teacher. It's magical, imbued by the powers of Shellen, no less. When I get myself in trouble, it transports me to a safe spot. Pretty nice ring. Huh? Okay, I'm not going to tell you that. Okay, I have to go. Just don't leave without me, of course. I could just write whatever you tell me, but if I wanted to stay cooped up in a dusty room, I'd still be sleeping through lectures at the academy. True. Okay, so let's go talk with you. Anoriel 8 Eyes, the elf looks straight at you, through the tangled hair falling over her face. Hey, you're an adventurer, right? Seeking your fortune in the stolen lands? You aren't the only one of your kind here. Take my advice. Keep your eyes open and watch your back. Sometimes the ones who call themselves your friends are more dangerous than your enemies. Judging by the elf's voice, it's obvious that she started the day with a jug of wine. Oh, so we should have made her a little bit slurry, I guess. Who are you? The elf grunts. Anoriel 8 Eyes. Once upon a time, I was famous throughout Absalom. Anoriel 8 Eyes of the Reckless 6. Well, glory passes quickly. A few miserable decades later, and no one recognizes you on the street anymore. What a shame. What are you doing here? I sit here waiting for adventurers who are in need of help. We may be sitting here in a backwards tavern, but in Absalom, I have a lot of friends who are eager to make a few coins. They have brave hearts, but shallow pockets. A little gold will be a welcome change for them. I can send them a message, and they will come from Absalom through a portal. If you're interested, just give me a sign and we'll arrange everything right away. What do you call 8 eyes? Once, long ago, I could spot an enemy and pin him to the wall before he could even think of attacking. Some said I had 8 eyes and looked all around at once, though it seems I've been outlived my nickname. Honoria stretches her arm forward. Her palm trembles noticeably. Oh, she's got the shakes. I've been drinking so much lately, I don't test my skills too often. Where were you when the trading post was attacked? I was hunting, got a little lost in the mist, which is the first time that's happened to me. I guess I should go easier on the drink. But don't you imagine I'd be scared of a good fight? If only I'd known I was missing all the action. But I see you got everything under control. A famous Pathfinder here in the middle of nowhere. Why? You want to know how one could exchange the life of a Pathfinder for this sorry drunken rat hole? The light in Honoria's eyes goes out as if someone has blown out a candle. You lose all your friends because of one scumbag, and then you'll understand. I was the only one to return from the final campaign of the Reckless Six, and whatever is left of me can't be called a seeker anymore. Honoria remains silent for a long time, as if wondering if she wishes to poke the old wounds. Here's a story. Our leader, Vermont, was the best of us. Wise, brave, friends with everyone. One of those friends, Advion Adressant, sent him a disturbing letter. He'd stumbled upon mention of some ancient books on the art of necromancy. Secrets like those are best left hidden forever. Trust me, I've seen what that kind of magic can do. The elf bites her lip. To make a long story short, these volumes were supposedly hidden in the catacombs of Gallowspire. We decided that the books should be retrieved and kept safe by the society. We gathered in the tavern, discussed the expedition, then proceeded to Ustalav. Ustalav. It was a normal mission, a quick and quiet recovery. Honoria smiles bitterly. But everything turned out to be much more complicated. We barely made it through the Witchgate Forest. All those terrible living trees, undead druids and their arches of bone. It was a miracle we managed to make it out alive. We'd chosen Rent Church to stop at. It was marked on Vermont's map as a safe enough haven to hold up in and lick our wounds. How I wish that had been true. Vermont was the first to perish. He was attacked by one of the monsters hiding in the stables. It tossed him about like a feather and threw him down an ancient well. His shout echoed for a long time, and I didn't hear the sound of him landing. And then... Honoria pauses and turns away, hiding her eyes. Now, is this some kind of setup for that guy not to be dead, maybe? Maybe we're going to meet Vermelt at some point in the future. Enough! I shouldn't have gotten into this. Who am I to stir up others' feelings with all my chatter? We'd better forget about it for now. Maybe I'll tell you more some other time, but not today. I want to know more about Pathfinder Society. What exactly are you interested in? What is the purpose of the society? It's a school of adventurers. We seek for those who are eager to test their skills, and we educate them and give them ideas about where on Glorian they might seek their fortune. They look for forgotten knowledge, secrets, and lost artifacts. They are explorers and pathfinders. We're a sort of mutual assistance club for adventure lovers. We exchange experience, share knowledge, and keep careful records in case it proves useful to future expeditions. And also, we publish books for thrill seekers and bored urban teenagers from wealthy families. What kind of members does society have? All sorts of adventurers. We have representatives from all races, religions, and beliefs. The Grand Lodge is in Absalom, but there are many smaller lodges throughout Glorian, and adventure captains direct pathfinders to their goals from across all corners of the world. There are many renowned heroes in the society, and many scoundrels as well, whose service to the society has brought them fame. Who does the society support? You mean, who does it serve? No one in particular. Pathfinders try not to get involved in the quarrels of others. They serve only the spirit of adventure. And sometimes they have to save the world. However, that doesn't mean there are no black sheep among the seekers. Well, we'll talk about that later. Regarding your story, now she said she didn't want to talk about that. Okay, let's talk about something else. So I don't know. Okay, I have 5, so maybe I can recruit her. Would you like to join me? Oh no, I've got enough things to do already. You better manage on your own. I need loyal and experienced fighters. I have friends like that. Just decide who exactly you need and they will come on my signal. This will cost you 2,000 gold pieces. Let me think about it, because we don't have 2,000 gold pieces. Okay, let's talk to you. Good day. I hope you're feeling all right after the battle. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I definitely don't want to waste your time, but if you have a moment, I have a request. What did you want to ask? Svetlana lowers her head. This is a very personal request, and maybe not important enough for your time. I completely understand if you say no, but the first time the Stag Lord's thugs came here demanding money, they also took my wedding ring. Just torn it off my hand. It's just a trinket, really, but it means so much to me. I remember every moment of the day Oleg came to me, that ring in hand, to ask if I'd marry him. I was standing in a fancy dress on the stairs of my father's home, fearing that I'd misheard something, or that I'd say something stupid and everyone around would laugh. Svetlana interrupts herself, shaking her head gently. If you happen to find my ring among the bandits' possessions, please bring it back to me. It's easy to recognize. My name is engraved inside the band. Svetlana drops her eyes, lowering her voice. There is one more thing. Among the bandits, there's a dark-haired woman who wields dual axes. She's not bad in a fight. In fact, she can be extremely dangerous and cruel. But please, I beg you, show her mercy if you have the chance. Oh, is this your sister or your daughter or something? I'd be happy to help, Svetlana. Okay, so tell me about yourself. How did you and your husband find the courage to establish a trading post in the stolen lands? It was Oleg's idea, though I supported him in it. We didn't realize how dangerous it was here, of course. In Restov, everyone respected the sword lords, and everyone's accustomed to relying on them. Even the mention of someone like Lady Jamandi could be enough to fend off a street thug or just some other trouble. It could maybe even work in some places here, but not the Stag Lord's men. What can you tell me about the Stag Lord? He's not just some average bandit. If no one puts a stop to him, he'll turn the stolen lands into his personal kingdom, a kingdom of fear and oppression. Okay. Chaotic good, I guess. I like adventures, but I definitely prefer the ones that involve stopping villains and helping people. I can't thank you enough for the hope you've given me. Please, be careful. The Stag Lord is extremely dangerous. You have to go. Farewell. Okay. Recover Svetlana's Leviton's wedding ring from the bandits. Okay, let's go talk to Lindsay. Wait, how can I tell her to come with me? Let's head on down this way. We don't steal potatoes. If we go out, will she come with us? No. Okay. Let's have a talk with you. Oleg seems to be in a good mood and greets you warmly. You certainly ruffled those villains' feathers. Well, anyway, new day, new troubles. Have you seen the fog? Never seen anything like it before. The road to Restov looks like someone spilled milk, and it just hung in the air. I couldn't see anything through the soup, not even with a torch. Feels like witchcraft to me. I bet the Stag Lord's involved somehow. Rumors say he deals with all kinds of bad magic. Okay, show me your wares, Oleg. Nothing's too good for such a good person. Okay, I think we need to get rid of some stuff. Although I really should look at what our guys can wear as well. Well, let's get rid of the club. Okay, I've got a short bow, we've got a composite longbow. Okay, so the short bows can go. The club. Huh? Okay. Got a lot of daggers, don't we? Ah, I can just double click them. Okay. Glad I learned that. Tower shield. I'm not sure we're going to keep that. Cooking helmet. We will keep that. Empty notebook. We'll keep that. File. Old map. We'll keep. Heavy mace. Someone should probably use that. Wooden mug. Goodbye to you. Decorated scabbard. Interesting, but I think it can go. Silver disc. Not going to give us much for the gems. Silver chain, you give it a lot for though. Wooden plate. Goodbye to you. Rusty horseshoe. Okay. Masterwork light mace. That's definitely something that someone should be using. Masterwork is pretty decent. Longsword. Dagger. Okay, another dagger. Have a short bow, another short bow. Okay, I have a composite longbow. Cloak of resistance, somebody definitely needs to use that. Okay, just keep one of those back for the moment. Knight's helmet, fairy dragon. Okay. Right, so we'll do that deal. Let's go talk to Bogan. Bogan frowns as he ostentatiously examines the nearest wall, hands in his sleeve, without turning to you. The old man finally says in a dull voice, "You want some potions? Can I help you in any way?" Bogan glances at you, suddenly interested. "Well, since you are asking, there's a cave nearby. I used to pick berries in there, but the place has been overrun by spiders. The berries are red, look a lot like raspberries. Fangberries, I call them. I'd be real grateful if you gathered a basket of them and brought them back. Just be quick if you do. They spoil quickly." Okay, cool. Try that. "Those spiders in the cave are extremely mean. I'll give you some alchemist fire. Crafted them myself. Burn those spiders. Teach them how to claim my Fangberry cave." Okay. "I also need a bucket of moon radishes. They're a rare and mysterious plant. I don't know where to find them, but I know that kobolds gather them and value them highly. It's not a huge deal, really. I'd do it myself if I were younger, but if you're willing, I'll pay you. 3 potions for the berries and a purse full of coins for the radishes." Alright, I'll try to help. Bogan glances at you hopefully. "Just watch out, alright? Don't end up someone's lunch." Okay, I should go. So we have that.
It is done.
What's done? Oh, walking there, I guess, is what's done. And a quick look around. Ah, there you are. How many? Wow. Doing your practice, eh? "We're gonna talk?" Amiri utters a weary sigh. "Alright, spill it. I'm listening." "We're just talking. You don't like it?" Amiri shrugs several times, perhaps flexing her muscles, maybe just filling in the silence. "Dunno," she admits at last. "Depends what we're gonna talk about. If it's about monsters and swords or scars, I approve. That's good. And if you're going to ask questions like why and what for and how, screw this." Marie looks you over slowly, head to toe. "Or you got even harder ones." "Well, just tell me about yourself." This simple question seems to puzzle Amiri. She scratches her head, then starts counting on her fingers. "First, I'm a barbarian. I'm strong. I grew up in the realm of the Mammoth Lords. I left my tribe, the Six Bears." Amiri looks thoughtfully at her 4 bent fingers and shrugs. "And I like fights," she concludes, bending her thumb. "What's it like to be a barbarian in the Six Bears tribe?" "Ha! Our people are big and strong. We can cut a monster in half with one swing. We can walk 3 days and nights with no rest. We can eat a whole fried aurochs. Guess you have to do a lot of training to become as strong as you are." "Training? Ha ha ha! No, freaky. No one freaking trained me. The boys of the Six Bears got the training. All I could do was watch." Amiri's eyes gleam with anger. "And you know what? They were still crap, even after all the training, because I kicked their butts hard. Animals, bandits, monsters, all through, they were stronger than me. All thought they were stronger than me. Idiots." Amiri spits on the ground. "Because if you start a fight, you think you can win. You think you are stronger than your enemy." Amiri raised her chin proudly. "I defeated them all. See all the scars on my face." "What does the realm of the Mammoth Lords look like?" "Huge and freezing. No place for weaklings." Miri narrows her eyes as if evaluating your ability to survive her homeland.
Tribes hunt aurochs herds to survive. Aurochs are fast, so tribe followers herd for days, just to not die of hunger. If you're weak, you stay behind and die in the snow. Tribe cannot stop. Also, there are giants and mammoths. Sometimes demons come too. And the mastodons. And the saber-tooth tigers.
And really grins.
You would survive, I think, for a few days.
Why did you leave your tribe? And really flushes.
'Cause they are arseholes. All of them. Men were cowards and scoundrels, and women were scared like sheep.
And really rolls her bloodshot eyes in fury.
Men there think no girl can be a fighter, 'cause they are weak. They are afraid a woman can beat them. And females just nod. Go sow hides, cook meat, watch kids. That's what they always say. But I'm a warrior, damn it. I won't cook hides and watch meat.
And Miri's already shouting, her fists clenched tightly.
I told them so. I went hunting with men. And what did I get? Still the same. You are a woman. You stay home. Even gave me a nickname, the Soft Chieftain. Like a warrior woman with a funny joke. Damn, I even went to hunt those shit-faced frost giants. And there.
And Miri suddenly stops, breathing heavily, sweat beading on her forehead. After a moment, Miri waves her hands awkwardly and forces herself to grin.
So I left. Cowards, scoundrels, and sissies they were. That's why.
You're quite a good fighter. Miri jerks her head up.
Quite good, huh? Compared to who? If I was a crappy male, I'd fight better. Is that what you say?
She glares at you, her eyes narrowing.
Or you say I could be better. Like, go get some training, Amiri, right?
You're very good in a fight. You're an excellent warrior. I've just given you a compliment, that's all. For several more seconds, Amiri continues to glare at your face with suspicion. Then, all of a sudden, she mellows.
True, I fight good. That's what I do best.
You're rather rude, you know.
You bet.
Amiri grins and suddenly frowns.
I'm a fighter, big and strong. Everyone's afraid of me. I can't play the softy. Who would ever fear me then?
The contemplative expression disappears from Miri's face, replaced by a dreamy grin.
I enjoy being feared. When I pass by and all the sissies almost faint, knees trembling, teeth chattering, shit dripping down their pants.
Miri falls silent, fascinated with the picture her imagination has created. Thanks for telling me. Let's talk about something else. Okay. So why did you leave your tribe? And what's the story about the frost giants?
I told you already. They were assholes. They treat women like sheep, not fighters.
Miri frowns.
As for giants, I tell you later. Someday maybe.
That's a formidable sword. But it's not just a simple sword, is it?
You bet it's not simple. Check out how big it is.
She proudly raises the blade, and you notice that even though Miri is extremely strong, she still has difficulty wielding such a large sword.
This sword belonged to a real blasted frost giant. I killed the beast and took this looker for myself. Fits me perfect. My damn trophy.
Miri's eyes flash with menace, as if she's challenging some invisible enemy to try taking away her trophy. Thanks for talking with me. Let's speak again later. Okay, so talk to everyone. Now, where? Journal, map, camp, inventory. Okay, so let's see what we're going to do in terms of what we're going to... Okay, carrot beads, bright bead, blah, 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 blah. Okay, silver chain, silver medallion, car figure. Let's see what we're going to do with you. Okay, can't use that. Can't use the banded mail. Right, so that's armor class 6, so it's better than this padded armor. What's this one? Ah, I think we can do armor and shields, okay. Wow, we still got a lot of padded armor we need to get rid of. Okay, weapons. So at the minute we're using a longsword, 1 to 8 damage. We'll use a heavy mace. Great axe, which would be 1 to 12 damage. Then wouldn't that be two-handed? Yeah, we'd be replacing both of those if we did. We'll keep it around, but we're not going to change to it. The short sword we won't use. The dagger we won't use. Okay. So let's put you into weapon set number 2. Then you have accessories. Explorer's belt. This belt grants its wearer +2 enhanced bonus to constitution and +2 resistant bonus on saving throws against. Okay, so you can wear that. Silver ring doesn't really do anything. Cloak of resistance. The cloak grants wearer +1. Okay, definitely gotta put that on. Ruler's mantle. This mantle grants its wearer +1 resistant bonus on all saving throws. Okay, so someone else can get that. Knight's helmet. This helmet grants its wearer +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and +4 resistance bonus. Where is he at the moment? I think you should probably have that. Okay, and then Ruler's mantle. Take that. And then what's this one? Braces of armor. This bracer grants the wearer an armor bonus of +1. Okay, you have that. Right, so you have a heavy mace. Arcane signet. Best signet. Right. Or weapons. Heavy mace. Masterwork light mace. So Masterwork light mace would do less damage. So I don't know why we would use that. Okay, so that can be sold as well then. So you have your crossbow, light crossbow. You can't use that. Can anyone use? Yeah, you can have that as a weapon set. Why is that your number 4 set? Should be your number 1.
Keep your hands off my
Ah,
sword!
that's why. Okay. You have a bow. So if we're looking for stuff from him, probably a masterwork heavy mace would be good. And a masterwork longsword, maybe, for her. Okay, so let's head on back over here. Have a chat with you. Oh, the dwarf is there. Okay, show me your stuff. That's two-handed. One-handed. Okay. Masterwork club. No. Curved war axe. Curved blade. Masterwork great club. Two-handed. No. Masterwork heavy mace. There we go. Take that. Masterwork light crossbow. Take one of those as well. And we're looking for the masterwork short sword or something similar. Masterwork short sword. Oh no, it should be long sword, shouldn't it? Let's put that back for the moment. Anyone's going to use that. Just keep that around. No, actually, sell that as well. Okay, then other crap. Okay, steel. Right. So you should get the masterwork light crossbow. Okay, more damage than you currently have. You can sell your light crossbow then. And you should get the masterwork heavy mace. Let's see, what's the difference between the two? Same damage. I don't see a difference. Unless there must be hidden stats. Because the crit chance is the same, the damage is the same. But I guess there must be something different between them. Okay, and then you... Yeah, you need a masterwork longsword. Okay. You don't need a masterwork longsword, that's what we're getting for you. Okay, so masterwork longsword. Okay, and push remove blindness. A lot of potions would actually easily cover the expense, but I don't really want to get rid of stuff that I don't need to. Okay, let's deal. So we're almost at money. That's fine. Now, that was a lot of stuff, so... Oh, we need to go talk to you. Harlem.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.